Happy Valentine's Day. But for everyone that is single and have no one else to spend time with on this lovely day, well, welcome to Singles Awareness Day, where you can spend that time with me. And I'm about to show you a tradition that I've upholded since my freshman year in high school. And I've always eaten a particular dish. It's called jjajangmyeon. Now, what is jjajangmyeon? What is all this food that we ate? Well, this is jjajangmyeon. Jjajangmyeon is also known as black bean noodles. It is It is a Korean Chinese fusion dish. The visuals definitely don't justify what it actually tastes. So, jjajangmyeon can get a little bit greasy at times. No doubt it is very good, but I usually like to eat it with what we call 탕수육. Now, 탕수육 is basically fried pork or beef. Think of it like a chicken nugget, but beef and pork version. And usually it's battered a little bit lighter, a little bit less greasy than chicken nugget. And the sauce that comes with is a sweet and sour sauce. Think of it like also like the McDonald's sweet and sour sauce you get with the chicken nugget, but it's a little bit less greasy. So essentially, chicken nugget grease light. Trust me, when you pair these things together, my gosh, it is. So I'd like to dedicate this time and meal to all you single people out there. Let's eat. All right, we mixed everything. Let's eat. Ooh, baby. Ooh. Now, I also wanted to open up this space to talk to you guys a little bit about how you guys are doing as single people. Now, I'm curious, are you guys single by choice? Are you guys single despite trying your best efforts to find someone that you love? Or are you guys single because you guys simply just don't have the time? Let me know. I'd like to hear about it. Sorry. Oh.
Oh, delicious.
Now back to the question I had. What's your reasoning being single? And you know, there's no wrong answers here. For some people, they choose to be single, which for some people it's like, what? They choose to be single? But I think there are a lot of benefits that come with being single. And I'll explain a little bit as we keep eating. But there are some people who dedicate a lot of time to finding that right person or chasing after the person that they love or admire or they want to pursue. And sometimes things don't go as planned. And sometimes there are people who are just simply too busy, focused on things like their careers, schoolwork, etc., family, that just simply don't have the time to pursue a significant other. So I'm kind of curious, what's your reasoning? And leave a comment as to, yeah. If you don't want to share, that's also fine too. We could just simply share this meal together. I think there are a lot of good benefits being single. And yes, look, there's nothing wrong with having a relationship. But at the same time, when you're single, you get to hone in on some of the things that are a little bit more closer to you, such as, let's say you're pursuing a career, right? You can hone your time and your effort a little bit more on those things. Whereas if you were in a relationship, right, suddenly you have to, I guess you have to kind of reprioritize what is more important to you, right? Does that make any sense? Am I just speaking random words? Sorry, I'll stay quiet. But you guys kind of get what I mean? This is good. Another benefit is a pretty obvious one, but is money. Now, these day and age, I don't know how the dating etiquette is, but in my past relationships, I wanted to always pay for my significant other. Now, with those desires comes hurt, and that hurt is in my bank account. Let's be real here. And a lot of people may or may not agree. Blink twice if you're in danger. No, but in that sense, with money, you kind of pour those resources into the things that you're focused on while you're single, you know? Like for instance, if you're doing a small business, that money could be now focused more towards that small business rather than poured into your significant other. Not that I say that's a bad thing, but you guys know what I mean, right? I think that's kind of another reason why a lot of people tend to want to be single, right? A third reason, you know, I can't say it for those that choose to be single, but at least for me, it's maturity. I still feel like there's a long way for me to grow and develop as a human, and there are a lot of flaws that I've realized in the past that I need to continually work on. And I don't think it's fair if my future significant other suffers the consequences of my development of that character, right? Now, some people might say, you learn that in a relationship. Yes. No, I do. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But I think there are things that you can work on by yourself. And if you kind of know yourself, you tend to be kind of aware of things that affect other parties if you don't kind of keep that development and those consequences to yourself. Now that sounds a little bit selfish for some people, sounds a little bit like an introvert, like you're being isolated, like a hermit, but I hope there are people that out there that understand. If not, that's totally fine. You could just try a little bit of this sweet and sour pork. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. If it was priced like a chicken nugget, I'm 100% taking this over a chicken nugget. I'm sorry, McDonald's, but that's just kind of the reality. It's pork. pork. It's fried pork, man. I know fried chicken is good, but fried pork. When have you ever heard of that? And it's like lightly fried, so it's like less greasy. And the sauce, look at that. Look at that. It's less greasy. It's still sweet and sour. It's got some of these veggies that I'd never eat, but you know, whatever. Man, like I could eat this all day. Like chicken nuggets, like I could probably eat like 40, maybe 50. Sorry, that sounds like a lot, but I am a big eater. But man, they're dangerous. Forget about being a couple, man. Why be a couple when you could be a couple with food? Woo, woo, woo. For those who are active pursuers of trying to be in a relationship, I really applaud your effort. It's not easy, and I think a lot of couples would agree it's not easy. And so I applaud your effort, to be quite honest.
One eternity later.
Alright, so I was able to finish all the black bean noodles, but unfortunately, I am a little disappointed, sorry. I wasn't able to finish all this sweet and sour pork. But no, overall, great meal. I'm glad I was able to talk with you. And for all you single people out there, I want you to know that your pursuit is not in vain. That there is someone out there for you. And you know, the time and the place might not be now. And to be quite honest, sometimes the time and the place and the person could take a while. But there is someone out there for you. And I hope that you do find that person and you continue your pursuit and not be discouraged about that pursuit. Because I think at the end, and I believe this with my whole heart, that it will be all worth it at the very end. And I will be cheering for you to the very end. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a good Singles Awareness Day, Valentine's Day, whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next meal.